Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's the Hippie Mom and I'm here to do a general reading. I hope all of you guys are doing well. I'll be using my own decks. These are my oracle cards. We have the Hippie Mom's Daily Oracle and Below the Surface Oracle. The information for both of these will be in the information box below. Also, I am open for personal readings, and that information will be in the description box below as well. When I was meditating on the energy, I feel like it's somebody is really missing you. Here, I want that old thing back. So if you guys aren't in separation, they definitely do feel the disconnect already, and they're wishing that things could get back to the way that they used to be. If you guys are apart, I feel like this person could be acting very nonchalant, but they're definitely in the energy of losing sleep and trying to figure out how to make things back right with you. First card out, we have Align Your Chakras, so you could be needing to align those. You could listen to YouTube meditations, chakra meditations. Those are very helpful. You have your ancestors picked you to break these general curses for a reason. Now step. So you could be feeling like a lot is falling onto your plate right now. It could be a bit overwhelming. But you know, they picked you. They said, you know, God only picks his strongest warriors to fight the toughest battles. So it's like this is in the same instance or whatever. They know that, you know, with the load of all of these things that you have going on, that you are able to maneuver through them and make these changes. So it's like, you know, like you deal with a lot more shit than the average person, but it's because your path has a much greater light at the end of the tunnel. Conquer yourself rather than the world. So focus on yourself and doing better for yourself and being for yourself rather than trying to change those around you. You could lead a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink. So, you know, you can try to elevate those around you, but if they don't want to put in the work, they, you know, will stay in the same frequency that they are in. Oops. Have elevate your mind, open up your heart chakra. So a lot of you could be feeling heartbroken or getting over a heartbreak and feeling closed off or whatever. Oh, I don't want to try to love again. You know, I don't want to do that. But elevate your mind and know that, you know, every situation you've been in is not, you know, what it's cracked up to be, in a sense of we ultimately attract where we are. Sometimes that person's actions will be a lot more intense than the ones that we display, but a lot of times if somebody is really like able to get under your skin, that's like in your energy heavy, it's spirit showing you things that you need to work on in self, and they are sending other people to you that have these traits, so it's highlighted. We're always able to notice things in others before ourselves. So initially you can be very aggravated by this person or these things, but you know, if it's a repeat occurrence or whatever, try to figure out what is it that's really bothering you, because a lot of times, you know, it's something that we've portraying ourselves, or if it's not something that we're currently doing, it's a past energy, and it's to show you how you've made other people feel in the past by exuding this energy. We have they ain't worth two nickels and a dime. What they eat don't make you shit. So don't, you know, be worrying. Don't get caught up worrying about what others are doing. You know, what they have going on, because the people that are in your energy that are trying to knock you off your square, they don't even have like their shit together. I feel like it's a heavy facade. They may speak like they have it as far as money, or, you know, portrayed in a certain lifestyle, but I feel like they're actually struggling. So, you know, focus on your lane and what you have going on rather than, you know, what other people are doing. Drink more water. So a lot of you guys could be needing to drink more water. Heavy on the, you know, dehydration. So this could be drinking a lot of coffee or sugary sodas, energy drink, things of that nature. We have ashy as hell. Don't forget your skin is your largest organ. So you could be needing to, you know, obviously, you know, lotion up or whatever, but, you know, this could also be getting back to your skincare routines, your regimens, really taking care of yourself. I feel like you guys have been slacking off a lot of it, just been, you know, caught up in what's going on and trying to keep your head above water, but actually like neglecting yourself and your self-care in the process. Something flipped over. We have silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. So, sometimes silence is the answer with people, especially if you've spoken your piece and, said, what you wanted or what you require in a situation, and they go ghost, or something happens and they go ghost or whatever. A lot of times it silence is the answer. So don't just oh well, I don't know what's no. Follow your intuition or whatever, because there's a lot said within silence. And sometimes people will be silent just for the simple fact that they know that they can't live up to what you're asking for, or they don't want to. So some people will just be silent until you come back or whatever, so you can break that and they don't have to actually speak on what's bothering. They're hoping to be able to just move past this situation. Stop freestyling and work that blueprint. So some of you guys could just be kind of on autopilot, going with the flow of things instead of actually like writing down your goals, what you wish to accomplish, and what exactly it's going to take to do these things. So definitely work that blueprint. I feel like a lot of you guys have ideas and things that you want to do that will be very prosperous and bringing in more abundance, but you have to be consistent and diligent about what you want to do. When you write things down and you see exactly what it takes, what you need to do, when you start making the calls, making the connections that need to be doing to execute these things, everything will fall into place or whatever. But when you're just thinking of what you need to do, it's a lot different from writing it down. You could talk about everything to yourself or whatever. Okay, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this. But when you write it down, what about they say? Write shit down with a real pen on a real piece of paper and shit get real. it brings it to a lot more, it brings it closer to fruition. It makes it tangible. Some things we have in our heads, like, oh, I can't do this yet, or I don't have the money to do this. And we don't actually write down the actual steps to see what it's going to take. And sometimes we're able to already execute these things, but because we're in our head and trying to tell ourselves we can't, it leaves us stuck. Or it takes us longer. Think that block did something, they're still stalking hard. So this could be somebody that you blocked, or somebody that blocked you, but they're still very much watching what you're doing. They could have other people watching you, or they could have made fake pages themselves, but they're definitely still on that ass like white on rice. And like I said before, this is somebody that definitely is coming off as nonchalant, as unbothered, but they're losing sleep, they're in their head, they're watching, they're asking around, they're trying to get the scoop, see what's popping. Your body is a system. Listen to the signs. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been thinking about cleaning up your diets. You could be having some stomach issues, feeling sluggish. Definitely listen to it. This is also in reference to people as well. Pay attention to how you feel when you have interactions with others. When you leave their presence, do you feel energized? Do you feel drained? A lot of times your body will tell you if you pay attention to how you feel, whatever, even just, people that are not, good for you or don't have your best interests. So pay attention to how you feel when you have interactions with others and how you feel afterwards. Also, if you've been inclined to go tested or go to a doctor, if you feel like you have an issue, definitely don't be afraid to go get that checked out or whatever. It's better to know than to not know. So definitely get on top of y'all stuff. Make those appointments, especially men and women, those age-appropriate appointments, such as mammograms, colonoscopies, things of that nature. Definitely get on top of those and make sure you're staying on top of those. Don't wait till it's necessarily a problem. They refer us to get these things checked for a reason. So that's been something that's on your mind. Definitely get to it. We had that laundry, get to it. So obviously you could be needing to do laundry, fold up some clothes, or you may just have clothes everywhere. But I feel like the clutter is also adding to the clutter that you have going on in your mind. They're going to spin the block again. So whoever this energy is that you're thinking of, that you're picking up with this energy, they're definitely going to try to come back again if they haven't already. It's like they're trying to figure out what it is that they're going to say. I don't know if you guys heard that thunder confirmation. And then we have You're the Chosen One. This is twice. So just know, like, don't get stuck up on, how hard life has been or whatever. Think about how good life is going to get once you pass these tests. Because you don't eat the fruit the same day that you plant the seed. So just know that, things take time or whatever. We don't plant seeds and dig them up or whatever to see if they've grown or whatever. You know that it takes time, and when you should start to see the progress, and we wait for those things. So same things with your goal. Don't get frustrated or discouraged because something isn't happening as fast as you want. Stay consistent with it. So let's get some messages from your person that you're thinking of. What's below the surface? Tell me what's really going on. What's happening? You feel like home to me. I don't even get that feeling entering my house. So this is somebody that you brought a lot of comfort to. The comfort that you brought to them, they don't even feel this comfort going home. So it's like, they don't really, it's like, when you go home or whatever, it should be that feeling of like, all right, I can relax. I can let my guards down. I'm safe. I'm comfortable. But they don't even have that feeling when they're home or they're alone by themselves or whatever. Like, that feeling is not in a place for them. That feeling is within you. Like, you feel like home to this person. You have throat chakra, which governs our ability to express and communicate clearly. It relates to truth, maturity, independence, and the ability to trust others. So when it's balanced, we speak truthfully, we communicate freely, but we can also be quiet and intuitive. When it's unbalanced, it comes out as lying, insecurities, anxiety, fear of judgment, and speaking up for yourself. So this could be somebody that doesn't really express themselves. You kind of always wondering, how it is that they're feeling, what it is that they're feeling. And they lie for sport. So this could be somebody that you always like catch up in the lie, and they look at you like you crazy when you bring it up. Sometimes you might just brush past it because you don't even feel like being bothered with that at the time. You got it. You got it. This person is really missing you. Like, I just keep hearing like yearning. Like, I don't even use that word like that. It's just like, that's how strong, like, they feel like they really, like, miss the hell out of you. Like, your presence, your scent, like, the energy, just everything or whatever. I feel like you guys were able to laugh a lot. You guys had, like, a friendship type of bond outside of the lovers. I've thought about having a baby with you. I know that will keep you in my life forever. So this person has thought about having a child with you, but it's not in the sense of like, I really want to have your baby. It's more in the sense of, okay, well, I know if I do this, then, even if you're not in my life in the capacity that I want you to be or whatever, I know that if I get you pregnant and you have my child, then I'll be in your life forever by default. Excuse me. This was dry. A piece of hair. Spelling us my messages, please. I try to act like I don't like your magic, but it's one of my favorite attributes. You're so different. So this could be somebody that knows that you're into the arts, and they try to act like that is something that they don't like or that they're frightened by, but it actually draws them in. They're very intrigued by it. They feel exposed because of what you know or how they see. You could have a YouTube or be a reader or just, out in the open with what you're into. And it's like they try to act like, oh, they don't like that. They may try to like sway you from it, but they're actually very intrigued by it. They find it fascinating. I still haven't processed or even admitted to myself or my childhood trauma. So this is something I feel like has a lot of childhood traumas, and it's like they, instead of trying to process it and get to the root of them and figure out why they're this way, it's like they try to escape. They could have a drinking problem or a habit. But they haven't even, like, I feel like a lot of things that they went through, they could have almost forgot them. It's a it's a common trait when you have traumas, especially at a childhood age, that we forget them because we put them so far back. So a lot of these things that this person went through were swept under the rug. So it's like some of these things they actually have forgotten. It's like when a situation arises in the current time, it triggers them, and it's because of the childhood trauma. It's not the actual situation that's present. So it may feel like they blow up over little things or whatever. It's not the actual situation. It's the trauma and they're being triggered by things that they haven't actually processed, and some of these things they actually don't remember. I watch your page from fake accounts, so you don't think I'm pressed. And this came out twice because we have it here. Think that block did something, they're still stalking hard. And then look. I watch your page from fake accounts, so you think I'm pressed. So this is somebody, they really downplay the way that they feel about you. You might not even know the feelings this person actually has about you because they hide it so well. But it's like they don't like to be vulnerable. They feel like vulnerability is weak. So they don't tell you exactly how they feel. They won't, I feel like even when you guys were friends or whatever, if this person has you blocked or you block them, I feel like they wouldn't really engage in your page much because they it's like they feel like you have like this arrogance, but it's really more so of them holding you on this high pedestal and not wanting to gas you up. So it's like even before they would still watch from fake pages, so you wouldn't think that they was like sweating you, so to say. So it's like now that you've blocked them or they've blocked you, they're still watching from fake accounts. And we have no one ever loved me like you, and I feel like I blew it. A couple more. Oops. My inner light isn't too bright. You're just used to dimming your own. So this is someone that may have told you think too highly of yourself, or they don't, particularly care for the attention that you receive. I feel like I feel like your energy is somewhere, I feel like your energy is is one that's noticed. Like you have that energy that you walk into the room and your presence is felt before you even speak. So, this is more like, mine isn't too light or whatever. You're just used to dimming down your own. So because of your insecurities, you downplay yourself. I don't do that. So you feel like I'm shining too bright. So that's more of a them thing, not a you thing. I lie so much I start to believe it. I said this person is a heavy lie. We had that come out with the throat chakra. And last but not least, I want to be a better person. So that's all we have. I'm going to leave it off there. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.